Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Xenoblade Chronicles X, running on Wii U. Yes, the Wii U will wait. It's amazing how slow this system is. It's like slow in loading menus, slow in loading games, slow in reading games, slow in connecting to games. Still about Chausen, inquire. We officers are aware that not all of New LA citizens are on board with Director General Chausen's policies. But the more we allow our ideals to enslave us, the grimmer our situation will become. Hopefully some breakthrough opportunity will present itself eventually. And you've got the look of someone who just might be able to accomplish that. If you're ever ready to be that opportunity, let me know and I'll assign you something important. Discuss. Are you familiar with the continent comprised of nothing but wastelands far to the east of New LA? We receive reports of non-naturally occurring structures in that region. We need to find some answers about who built these structures and what became of them, and do it fast. I guess I'll have to post a mission for the Pathfinders division. Access denied. Let's go about your shop. We sell strange and unusual stuff my husband picks out in the lab, or on the job. He's a Pathfinder, so he's always finding crazy space junk and whatnot. I don't have anything to show you right now, unfortunately, but check back later. He should be back in a while with a new haul that'll blow your battle socks clean off. Okay, Regina, whatever. I still can't get over the anime girl run. Oh, the cat was slow now.
And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
Oh, show interest.
I think I can answer that one. So, you must be the latest rescue.
Like a sucker.
Secretary Nagi.
Miss Ku. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No. Nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elmer, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here.
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
I can't believe my best armor now is cargo pants. Things must be desperate in this world.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale. Now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? She seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until she knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. She seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
She could barely remember her name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
Ask how we ended up on Mira. Inquire.
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again. Well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
Clarify. Ask more information about Blade.
Blade is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. Fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis, all housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers, and of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
Question about registration.
Yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Ku, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
Take a guide tour of the Blade Administrative District. Next mission. Tour. Be a tourist. Let's see here. I don't think there's a way to turn off that offline status. The upper left of the screen. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. We'll do the slow camera. Ugh. I don't know what the hell they were thinking when they did this. This is so stupid. You know, on the list of things that they would need to improve if they ever decide to bring it over to the Switch.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want her to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that scale. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby.
Geek out, gaze longingly at the scale. What's a scale?
What? You don't remember what a skell is? That gorgeous exoskeleton that just went by? Basically like the most incredible, awesomest super weapons ever? Lasers, force fields, bipedal and vehicular transformations. Sorry, I get so excited whenever I think about it.
Originally, scales were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far, so fast, without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around.
Like her little Monado
You can't
hair
just walk
clips.
in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the Mission Control Board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over. So this is mission control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Oh yeah.
Giving this tour anyway.
The beginning is really, really boring, but it's got to cover like a lot of ground. The game is really complex.
Handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey,
So it's kind of interesting to see how, how different the tone is from this game to Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade 3. They're like significantly different.
Ta-da! The Blade Scout console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one Blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other Blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell Blade without team. Sorta. Anyway, awesome, right? So, you ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
Yeah, Lynn is my favorite. She's so freaking ridiculous. Yeah, I do wish you would be playing a character instead of just a generic anime protagonist, but, you know. They were doing something different.
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for Skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole Skells. Can you imagine owning your own Skell?
Yeah, they're very expensive.
Huh? Oh, right, the tour. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Hey!
Yeah, we'll take a tour of this thing that we walked right by when we first played. And by the way, maybe we should pay attention to that thing.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chassan, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not. Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
I think one of the only faults of the game's soundtrack is that, you know, it's sort of based on, you know, older hip hop. So unfortunately, it really dates itself. I mean, it definitely sounds like something that was, you know, 2012 hip hop. You know, even you know, 7 years later, it's like, why? That's you know, classic may be stretching the word. Yeah, I've actually been trying to connect to the eShop. We only have until I think March of 2023 to do any connections. But of course, it's having trouble. Worked yesterday, doesn't work today.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam? Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment.
What in the hell are we waiting for?
As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
Yeah, sure.
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, she can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the East Gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Elma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
Chapter 2, The New Frontier. Installing data probes is one of Blade's most fundamental duties, but that's a lesson that perhaps best taught in the field. I'd like you to accompany Elma to see exactly what I mean. This will be your first Blade mission. You can expect to be compensated if it's completed to our satisfaction. Now show us what you can do. Ooh, this camera. Turn. Only indoors, though. I guess they really thought people would mess it up if they had the same level of sensitivity as they do when they're outside of a space. Or maybe the camera goes crazy for some technical reason. Yeah, who knows? I think this is the only time they've ever done this.
I'm glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the West Gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigen activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigen butt, huh?
Oh, well, it was us.
Seriously? That was you? Cool.
I don't think so. Those Grexes we took down were fairly routine. Definitely not something they'd lock both gates over, at least.
Aww.
Then I take my cool back. But wait a sec. You guys fought Grexes? The two of you? Hey, that's still pretty cool. They've been hassling a lot of teams lately, especially how they hunt in packs and all.
Let's not get too excited. Confidence can be good. Overconfidence can be fatal, especially when you're new.
And wearing cargo pants.
Right.
But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the east gate,
Oh,
shall
yeah.
we?
That's what I say on Tinder. I wonder how many years it'll be before my Tinder remarks become obsolete. Probably already. The second map. This is Eleonora, Blade Support Lead, here to tell you that the second map is now available for use. The map displayed on your handheld comm device is a useful tool with lots of info about Mira. Give it a look if you're unsure of where you are or what to do. Alright, so now we have the handy-dandy map. Wait a minute. Not really handy, considering you have to like look at your screen all the time, but kind of a cool idea. At least at the time. You know, now it's ridiculous. What level are we right now? Level... boy, that's not helpful, is it? Level 5, okay. So that is a level 7. I could mess with it, but we're going to do some fighting here anyway. Ooh, someone's kicking some ape ass.
What the hell happened here? You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless...
Unless... what?
this is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep, and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid.
It's just killing the tyrant. Ask what a tyrant is. What is a tyrant?
The tyrant designation is given to creatures that pose a special threat in one way or another. That doesn't always mean raw strength. Some tyrants will actually register as low rank when you find them out in the field and engage them in combat.
But don't let that fool you. If a creature shows up as a tyrant, you can be sure it's got at least one nasty trait or ability to speak of. The system can't account for everything, though, so don't let your guard down, no matter what rank it assigns. Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all.
It's just 3 if you can handle it. Say you can't just leave it so close to New LA. Yeah, sure.
As long as you understand the risks involved. Lynn?
Count me in. The same goes for everyone in New LA, but if we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. Besides, if I need to, I can always run away while it's busy chewing on one of you guys.
Fair enough. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
Yeah, I think the first time I played this game, I actually built a character that looked pretty close to Lynn. So it was like super confusing. Lynn's advice: engaging a tyrant is no small task. It's important to equip your best before charging in, so double check all weapons and gear. Oh, and make sure your arts are ready and leveled up, okay? That's the first step in becoming a combat master. Check the gear, main menu party ground gear, level up arts, main menu party arts, and X to upgrade. I don't know if did we do any leveling up? I don't even know if we did. Okay, I've got 37 points, so. Let's see, what else are we using a lot of? I mean, we mainly use Slit Edge. And I think this is as good as I have it right now. Yeah, everything is worse. Okay. That's about as good as it gets for now.
Oh, they've seen us. Up to the first shot. Make them count. I've got your cover fire. Shadow strike. Yes! Hit him again for me. Right. I've been saving this one.
Yeah, I think this is my favorite song in the whole soundtrack. It just feels like a giant Gundam battle, you know?
Nice. Move in and do some damage. Take this! Shadow strike.
Flame flow.
I owe you one. Upper hand. Side slash. Stagger. Slide. That's destroyed. Move in and strike. Fire thunderbolt. Take this!
I mean, it sounds especially cool when you're in a skull.
We are awesome!
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too.
No, thanks, I get back.
Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
I don't know why I read that as bury people.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
Lunch.
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it.
Uh-huh.
The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi. The hard work paying off.
My
That's
cookie
true
got
on any
better.
planet.
Okay. Body armor. Survival goggles. I'm now a Pathfinder. If we're gonna grow Frontier Nav, we need to install more data probes. To plant one, simply approach a vacant Frontier probe site and press the A button. This requires your mechanical field skill to be up to snuff, so don't forget to level it up. Engaging massive foes. Now all that's left is to report back to the base. First, I'll let you in on a secret. A giant beast like that is usually best engaged with a skell. Neutralizing a foe like that on foot, especially a tyrant, is pretty risky, so be careful about such things in the future, okay? Okay, let's get out of here. Are we level 5? I think we're level 5. Oh, we could probably take a level 6 on.
Be like this.
We should weaken them just to be safe. Fire carnival!
Shadow strike!
Blast club!
I owe you one. Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Hey, big blast! That's how you get! Weaken them and lay in!
You're freaking out. Topple them with gunfire. I'll topple them.
Wait a minute!
Yes, we did it. I never imagined this is where life was going to take me.
Okay, what do we get? Goggles? Insufficient level, yes, of course.
Let's do it. Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
I've got some light fire. Hit him again for me.
Right. I've been savoring it. Move in and do some damage. Side slash. Upper hand. Shadow strike. Yes, we did it. We got it. Let's move.
First shot.
Make it count. Target in sight.
Yes. Hit him again for me.
Right. I've been savoring the edge. Shadow strike.
Wild dash.
Side slash.
Wild smash.
Yes, we did it. Nice work. I'll take the first shot. Make him target in sight.
I'm really terrible at timing that
Strike.
that of QTE.
Fire carnival.
Side slash. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Take this. Use an aura. Get control of the battle. Slide slinger. Wave grenade. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Upper hand. Right. I'm saving this. Yes, we did it.
Let's keep it up.
All right, let's do it.
Lock and wave grenade. Fire carnival.
Shadow strike. Sliding slinger. Now, melee attacks. Take this.
Wild
Early bird. That's ridiculous. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Sliding slinger.
split egg.
Shadow strike.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Okay, everything I have is too high level. That's hilarious. Everything's so massive in this game. I mean, all the buildings and all the areas. Well, you know, good majority of the enemies. Like, they really went for scale in this. Loading times are massive too.
Commander Vander.
Well, now, look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league. On a training mission, no less.
Aw, don't bust our balls.
That was reckless. And goddamn magnificent.
I actually thought about getting that that wing tattoo that he has. Or the Iron Heart. Just not that big. Kind of fun to get like more obscure tattoos.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
Bet.
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me.
It's like, "Pachoo," he's out of here.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked her to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your
He's so
manners
great.
Anyway, I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Not much for conversation, are you?
Yeah.
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Let's get some more info.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
My blank personality.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
Yeah, kind of a
I've
boring.
already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akeloff and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen, this is their division. Interceptors have one main duty. Protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigent that moves.
Well,
And you got your reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the white whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Scale debris, weapons...
Oh yeah,
effects,
I
can get a bit
don't know when online will work.
but it's
I mean,
gotta
I did order a an Ethernet
be
adapter,
up and running here on Mira.
so hopefully that'll fix my connection problems. But the wireless is funky on the Wii U.
From Earth needs to be treated like it's
I mean, I have a launch system.
Also, the search for the lifehold. That's mostly on the
And like I said, it worked yesterday and doesn't work today.
Next, curators.
And we only got till next year to before they shut everything down. So
Bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Roots, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? Alright, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the white whale, but that won't last forever.
of course, I may need to change my router settings to accept the lower level encryption. You know, obviously, encryption standards have changed dramatically in 7 years.
From scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person.
You're not me.
Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigens, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. Alright, you ready to choose?
There's no reason to stress about it. You want to choose? Let's go. Jeez. Yeah, let's decide.
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
Select your division. Yeah, sure. Give me a chance. Okay, so probably not mediators or outfitters. Prospectors, meh. I mean Harriers or I think when I first tried this, I did Reclaimer. So I do want to do something different. I think Interceptors probably makes the most sense for a first-time player. Mainly because I don't know how much melee combat we're gonna do. Yeah, we'll do Harriers. Why not? It's kind of a cool logo too.
Then it's settled?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
Thanks. I really didn't have a choice.
You do great.
Now
I think I have a pair of contacts that makes my eyes look like that too.
Nelson's
Though obviously you can't
gone
see through 'em.
missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
Alright, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Chapter 3, Builders of a Legacy. Blade Services, you're officially a Blade now. Congrats! Becoming one of us grants you access to a variety of services, including the shop terminal, the AM terminal, mission control, and more. Some services are still off limits at the moment, but I'll get back to you on those later. Fast travel. Ever wish you could zip straight back to a place you visited? Well, that's why we have fast travel. It allows you to instantly return to significant landmarks as well as any Frontier Nav sites that have data probes installed. Just access the segment map to use it. Supporting arms manufacturers. Arms manufacturers, or AM, support us from the sidelines by developing new weaponry and gear. And by utilizing their services, we can support them too. Head to the AM terminal in Armory Alley to learn more about working with AMs to make new gear. Okay, we done? Boy, there's a lot of talking. Alright, Sadie, what's up?
Hey. Now what?
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you, and I know you're terribly busy, but is there any way you might help with a rather urgent request? I promise I won't take much of your time. Heck, I don't have much of my own to spend taking up yours. Sorry, getting off track. Anyway, I know I should be running this request through official channels and all that, so I'm sorry. But there's just no time. I'm desperate at this point, and I'll literally take any help I can get. Not to say that you're just anybody. You're great. Look, I know it must sound completely bonkers, but just hear me out, okay? That's all I ask. Yeah, sure. Really? You're going to listen to me? Oh man, what are the odds the very first person I asked would help me out, huh? Like 9 to 1? I'm shy, you see, and I'd worked myself into a panic thinking I'd have to keep approaching strangers, what with the staring and awkwardness and... Yes, so I need you to deliver some supplies to a blade team on the field. I'm a mechanic, you see, specializing in skells. I tend to head up a lot of important projects. Sorry, does that sound braggy? Anyway, I just got a call from a team that's always been really nice to me. They asked me to bring them supplies so they can do a field repair of their skells. Apparently something called a whimsical Dogil attacked them after they left on a mission, and now they're stranded out there. I pride myself on customer service, but me wandering around outside the city is just... No, bad idea. Bad idea. Especially with the whimsical Dogil that broke through their skull still kicking around. As much as I want to help, I'm just a mechanic. There was only so much I could do. Well, on the other hand, the thought of those poor skells lying there all beat up just broke my heart. So I gathered some adventure-y stuff and left town, but then kind of panicked about what to do next. The only sane plan I could come up with was asking someone else for help, and then you came along. It's like magic, only not. Anyway, I know I should post this to Mission Control. Yeah, sure, let's set it. But I don't have time for rules, man. I just can't stand around filling out paperwork and cutting red tape or whatever. Oh, and I'll pay you, of course. Or actually, the leader of the team you'll be rescuing, well, you hope. At any rate, they're really in trouble, so if you could get the supplies to them, I'd really appreciate it.
Now then.
Running, running, running. Okay, I have to remember to install probes every once in a while too. And we got to do a fair level, or a fair bit of leveling up as well. That's right, deadly sheep must be destroyed.
Let's move. We have to take them on. Start with melee. Now, fight.
I know, they're so unassuming. Just chewing on their grass. And I go give them the worst day of their life.
Move in and keep the rhythm going. I can save this one. Side slash yes, we did it.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
All right, let's do it. They're off guard. Stagger them to melee attack. Have a little break. Slide nice. Move in and do some damage. Take this.
Wow! And it's dead. Weaken him and lay in.
Side nice. Move in and do some damage. Yes, we did it. We got it. Let's move.
Oh, buy a bikini. I mean, these character models, I don't know how good they will look in the bikini. I guess we can figure it out. I'm gonna guess the bikini is expensive though.
You won't stop us.
Lock and load.
Sliding flinger. Shadow
And that's like the strongest armor, right? Because that's how video games work.
close in and seal. On turn.
You know, unless it's Monster Hunter.
Side slash. Slide nice. Yes, move in and do some damage.
Let's keep it up.
Okay, we got a new sleeve, maybe, and it's worse than what I have. Nice. Yeah, we'll run out to this mission first, and then we'll look at our gear. Collect all the things. Oh no, well, here we go. Sorry, Mr. Peaceful Sheep. I need experience and money. It's my skill savings.
Move in and do some damage. Shadow runner. You're freaking out. Topple them in the upper hand. Yes, we did it. We got it. Let's move.
I know. So proud of myself for beating up a sheep. You mean a deadly sheep?
We have to take them on.
man-eating sheep. That's what I'll tell the people back at headquarters. Should have seen this thing. 50 foot tall.
Use an aura. Get control of the battle. Soft hammer. Side slash. Got it. Now follow up with the main upper hand. Yes, we did it.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
We can do this if we put our minds together. You ready for anything? Now it's my turn. Sliding slinger. That's intentional. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Right. I'm saving this. What? Side slash. Side slash. Upper hand. Yes, we did it. I'll never stop getting stronger.
I kind of like the way autorun is handled here better than in Xeno 3. No, stay away from me. Big hairy ape, level 81. Just walking around this low life. All these other low life creatures. Oh, everything's higher level. I gotta find some stuff to beat up. That's not gonna kill me in one hit. That's not in the path of our giant ass friend here.
Here comes bad news. We have to take them on. Start with now. It's my turn. Side slash. You need to fall back. I should go first. Slide, slinger, throw hard. Appreciate nice. Move in and do some damage. Take this.
Almost down.
Side slash.
Not out.
Oh, Lynn.
Hit harder.
Oh, there.
Here, touch me up. There. You gonna make it? Side slash. Appreciate it. Slide and never switch. Move in and strike.
Ugh.
This is edible. Hey, Tatsu, have a bite and level up. I think even my cooking got better.
What do we got? Something I can't wear.
Think we can handle this?
You won't beat me.
Shadow strike.
Fire carnival.
Sliding slinger. Side slash. through on any plant.
All right. Probably shouldn't take my chances with like level 11s. What are we at? Level 7? Yeah. Even level 10 is a little tricky. Certainly in a group it's not such a hot idea.
Finding the fun in anything is the key to success.
What do I got? Once again, something I can't wear.
Won't stop us. Locked and loose. Punch first. Ask questions later.
Now it's my turn. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Scream edge. Tendons destroyed. Move in and strike. Eight. I owe you one. Upper hand. They never stood a chance.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
What, is my probe still installing? God, I thought it was faster than this.
First shot. Make him count. Target fireball.
Yes! Hit him again for me!
Right. I've been saving this shadow strike.
Wild down! And it's down! We can lay it!
Early bird hammer. Light knife. Move in and do some damage. Side slash. Okay. I really do need to be first. I owe you. Roll armor. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Side slash.
Wait a minute! Fire carnival!
Sliding down. Melee attacks.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
I can feel the hard work paying off.
Alright, thankfully the initial couple levels go by pretty fast. Or at least so far. I'm assuming it just gets worse and worse as, as time goes on. Could we jump in this game? Doesn't look like it, huh?
First shot. Make him count.
So strange, I'm so used to jumping.
Shadow strike. I owe you one. Right. I've been saving this one. Side slash. Sliding slam.
And it's down! We can lay it!
Yeah, this is definitely a more confusing game to play than Xeno 3 or Xeno 2.
I think even my cooking got better.
Like this feels more sandboxy than the other games. But it's amazing how they, how they still manage to get all the draw distance out there, at least for the landscaped objects. Yeah, obviously, enemies pop in pretty close to you. But I think that's the right decision. Draw as far out as you can with the background and the landscape, and then just keep the enemies level detail a little closer. Okay, I think Miles is in some place that's kind of hard to reach, isn't it? I guess they're basically in the same general direction. And we're just gonna level up a little bit. Alright, hold on just a minute. I'm gonna feed the cat. Alright. Real life business done. Still takes a little getting used to with the older Wii U controls, with the two sticks parallel to each other. Oh, okay, well, that's trouble. So you in the wrong town? Were you in the wrong part of town, boy? What you doing here? That's alright. At least they're nice enough to tell you which ones are will be aggressive on sight. You don't have to, accidentally discover that. I think the trickiest thing is just keeping your finger on that B button for whenever you have to do a Q2E. It just happens so often. Oop, oh, damn it. Okay, can I use anything? That is the question. Or do we always just pick up stuff that is worse, or we're not ready to use? Okay. The wimpy thing can we beat up? Not quite at the level we need to be.
won't beat me.
They're off guard. Stack them with a melee attack.
Have a little break. Sliding fire! Fire carnival!
Sky Knight. Move in and do some damage. Earth Burn. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Shadow Strike. Sky Knight. Move in and do some damage. Upper hand.
Bring it out! Tumble to the sunlight!
I'll topple him.
Lay out cover fire! Throw more fire carnival!
Sky Knight. Let's take the fight to him. Now it's my turn. Nature has to be pretty tough, huh?
Neutralized! Nice turn!
Fancy fur. Okay, Miles, we just ended up near your quest anyway. Even though that wasn't my intention.
Make turn in sight. Scream edge. Shadow Strike.
Wild dash! I toppled him! Well there!
Sky Slash. Move in and do some damage. Sliding Slinger.
Flame grenade!
It feels great to be and keep the rhythm going. Excellent strategy.
It's also kind of weird how they all like talk over each other at the end. I mean, that's
Lay down
He
some
won't
fire.
beat
also happening in Xeno 3, but
I've got your cover fire!
like you can never really make up what everybody's saying.
Close it and seal the deal. Scream edge. Weapons destroyed. Move in and strike. Take this. Upper hand.
Flame grenade!
Shadow strike.
Wild dash!
Sliding slinger. Use an aura. Get control of the battle. Nature must be pretty tough, huh? I don't know why they even bother. The hard work paying off.
Got better.
What do we have? Level 9? Okay. I mean, closer. I don't know if... Well, I guess we'll just find out. If we're good enough to do this little side mission. Hey, little help over here? Some indigent attacked us during our assignment. Got one of my men pretty good. Skell is busted too. Damn thing won't move at all. Think maybe you could spare some supplies? Oh, Sadie sent you? Well, why didn't you say so instead of letting me flap my gums like an idiot? Here, give me the supplies. I need to get this Skell patched pronto. Thanks, pal. You're a lifesaver. I asked Sadie for help, but I wasn't exactly getting my hopes up. Know what I mean? I'm impressed you made it out here in one piece. See how easily it was for a blade like yourself. Shrug and tell Miles that you got lucky. Yeah, sure. Lucky, right. Well, we sure as hell weren't. That indigent turned up out of nowhere. How the heck did you beat that whimsical dogo anyway? That thing was huge. What? You made it all the way here without running into it? Not even once? Yeesh, either somebody's watching out for you or somebody's got it in for us. One or the other. Wait, that means that damn whimsical dogo's still on the rampage somewhere. Talk about a piece of bad news. Not every blade is as lucky as you know. We've got to take that thing out before it kills someone. What do you say? Think that luck of yours is good enough to beat a whimsical Dougal? Me? I want to sock the giant lug right in its ugly face. I'm sure you know how frustrating it is to have your assignment pulled on hold. Do this for a fellow blade. Secure the route and kick that ugly thing right in the teeth. I'll be here waiting for all the juicy details. Oh man, you lazy bastard, having me do that for you? What the hell, man? Just repair your skill and go kick its ass.
We have to take them on. Start with me. Now, my turn. Slice, sling 'em. Wild dance. Cyanide. Move in and do some damage. Fire carnival. Take this. Yes. Hit him again for me. Right. I've been saving this one. Upward there.
Yep, oh, it's a party. Okay, well, this is probably not going to end well.
Sling hammer. Scream it. Move in and do some damage. Take this. Shadow strike. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Throw armor. I owe you one. This is wearing me down. Just one more hit.
No, okay. Nah, there's two after her. That's great. Well, alright, first wipe. Was bound to happen at some point in time. I mean, I guess at least it's not like a From Software game where you have to go gather your experience like you're playing 1992 EverQuest. What is with all these enemies? Level 20? Can I get like a level 12 or a 10 somewhere? Yeah. Level 92. Just sitting there taunting you. Was that my target in the middle of the lake? Oh, God. Surrounded by all this other stuff.
All right, let's do it. Let's see engaging. Laid out some fire for him. Shadow strike. Won't miss this shot. Fire carnival. Side
Won't miss this shot, and then I proceed to miss.
I can't move. I owe you one. Salt hammer. Upper hand. Sliding slinger. Can't move. Furious. Shadow strike. Throw fire. I owe you one. Sliding slinger. I really do need to let me take this out. Scream.
Yeah, excuse me. Ah, nasty cough. Well, you beat that whimsical Doggle into next week yet? Well, you beat that musical or whimsical Doggle into next week yet? Hold on now, judging from the air of confidence and the smug grin on your face, I'd say that baby's 6 feet under. Well, shoot, that's music to my ears. You cleared the path and made my day to boot. Pretty impressive stuff. I really gotta thank you. Well, while you were off fighting, I was working on the Skell. Almost got it all patched up. Looks like we'll be getting back to work without losing much time, thanks to you. We'll bang these data probes in at the Frontier Nav probe sites and be back in time for supper. Hopefully the indigent data they churn out will make sure no one else gets another nasty surprise. Yeah, thanks. The Pathfinders are an elite group even by Blade standards, which means average schlubs like me have got to work extra hard to keep up. And that means it's time for me to patch this Skell up and get back to work. Some planet we picked to crash into, huh? It's easy to forget how nuts this place is until you get your ass handed to you by some giant monster. I mean, for the foreseeable future, we're probably going to be fighting things like that can easily crush Skells. I gotta remember to be more careful, or I'm going to wind up a lot more dead. No more rookie mistakes for me from here on out. You be careful too, yeah? Let's, the both of us, live a long, long life, or a long, long time. See where humanity goes, you know? Okay, I'll have to beat up more things. I mean, maybe. It may beat us up, though. At least once or twice. Oh, yeah, not the damn plants.
Make him target in sight. Shadow strike. I owe you one. Use an aura. Get control of the battle. Don't worry. I won't let lightning slinger. That's the difference. Move it there. Keep them going. What shadow strike? Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Thermal payload!
Yes, we did it.
Let's keep it up.
Didn't have to be like this. They're off guard. Stack them with melee attack. Side slash. One way. Storm hammer. Come to with light before they get up. Slide knife. Move in and do some damage. Side slash. I owe you one.
Fire carnival!
Screen acting. Move in and do some damage. Nice work.
Ah, that was actually kind of a pain.
Damn. I knew we would have heard from them by now.
It was definitely fighting something. But this damage, it's not the usual claw or bite marks.
No signs of the team. If they were eaten, we'd know it. So did they walk away, or were they taken?
Call Liam Neeson. We should investigate.
Right. Either way, they couldn't have gotten very far. Let's keep looking.
Hold up, Elma. Check this out. I'm picking up an Earth-based IFF signal coming from that direction. It's Pathfinder.
That thing over there, maybe?
It doesn't look natural, does it?
No, it doesn't. It looks like trouble.
And look at this. I'm picking up readings for other life forms too. Multiple signals, moving around inside the structure. Elma, you don't think...
Suggest they must be intelligent life forms. Suggest indigents must be wandering around inside. Oh, they're intelligent life forms.
I think you're right. Look at their movements. They're controlled, orderly. They're definitely not wild animals. Now the question
Oh,
is,
cool. Thanks, man.
are they
Hope you have a good day.
native to Mira? Or are they visitors like us? And if so, from where?
You think it's one of the forces that destroyed Earth?
Let's not jump to any conclusions. It's a big universe out there. Of course, we shouldn't rule it out either.
Should we call this into HQ?
Yes, but not from here. If we're picking up their signals, they might be close enough to intercept ours.
You there! Drop your weapons.
Stay calm. We don't want to provoke them.
Earth aliens, surrender now!
They know about Earth? You may have been right after all, Lynn.
Will you regard and negotiate? Prepare to attack? We'll try and negotiate.
What are you doing?
It's okay, Lynn. Just stand down. I'm not sure why, but somehow they're able to communicate with us.
Meaning?
Meaning we need to know if diplomacy is a viable option.
Roger that.
We come in peace, and we're willing to negotiate. If you have any Earth alien prisoners, we'd ask the conditions for their release. If you don't, we'll leave you in peace.
No negotiation. No condition. We have our orders. All Earth aliens must die.
Well, so much for that.
Start with me now. It's my turn.
Hit him again for me!
I've been saving this side blood.
Got iron and throw up the favor now!
My turn.
Here!
Appreciate it. Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Watch me lay it!
Hammer. Still on anything. Now, melee attacks. Side slash. Upper hand.
Fire carnival! Hit him again for me!
Shadow strike. Rush. I can save you this one. Slide. Got window. Now follow up with my turn.
So much for the diplomatic approach. What's the deal with wanting us all dead anyway?
Yeah, I wonder. They did mention they were following orders. Maybe someone higher up their chain of command would be willing to negotiate.
Okay, what are we doing now? Insufficient skill. Okay. Okay.
Lynn, can you give us an approximate location for that IFF signal?
Let's see. Seems to be originating from that building over there.
Then we'd better get moving. There's no time to lose.
Okay, search for pathfinders.
All right, let's do it. Let's see what you got. Now go for the famous strike. Let's shadow strike. Fire carnival. Right. I've been saving that. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Right. I've been saving this. Won't. Close in and out. My turn. Yeah, we did it.
Let's keep it up.
Oh. Okay. Penis rock, huh? Gotta get a good laugh at this at the base.
First shot. Make 'em count. Fire carnival. Shadow strike. Side blast.
Somebody in.
You won't. Close in and seal the deal.
Lay into it.
Upper hand. Slide nice. Move in and do some damage. Appreciate it. Side blast. Shadow strike.
Let's end. Wow. Hit him again for me.
Right. I've been saving this one. Sliding. Sling 'em.
Fire carnival. Let's end. Iron frenzy.
Side blast.
Let's see it.
Upper hand. Strong armor. I owe you one.
Wow.
Control. Heal me. Recuperate.
Trap shot.
Goddamn they in this.
Lovely payload.
Furious. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Strong armor. Appreciate it.
Fire carnival.
I have to stay in this. Help me. Eight. This. Shadow strike. Close in and fire the green edge. I can feel the hard work paying off.
Okay, give me just a second. Okay. Where are we off to?
We have to take them on. Start with melee. Now, my turn. Hit him again for me. Fire particle. Lightning. Flinger. Sky ice. Hit it, do some damage. Take this. Stop the upper hand. Shadow strike. Nice. Move in and do some damage. Side slash. This. What? Close in and lightning. Flinger. Level up. I think my cooking got better. Shadow fire carnival. Sliding slinger. Blade grenade. Blast. Scream. Move in and do some damage. Take this. Side slash. Sliding slinger. Upper hand. Follow up the phalanx from now. It's my turn.
Ah, slow panning. Gotta hate this. It's the worst part about the game.
Bring it on. We have to take them on. Start with melee. Use an aura. Get control of the battle. Fire particle. Let's end. Sliding slinger. Side slash. Rogue aura. Side slash. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Right. I've been saving this one. Upper hand. stop us! Lots of light grenades! Shadow strike! Wildcat! Side slash! Fire sword hail! Sliding! Flicker! Flicker!
Broken buckle. Oh, I thought I got that one.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Okay.
You won't stop us. Let's see what you've got. Shadow Strike!
Leave this to me.
Sliding now! Melee attacks!
Fire free.
Take this!
Thermal
Side
strike.
Here!
Bug spear. Fire grenade. Fire particle. What's that? I didn't get.
Sliding!
Splinter, lay it.
Scream edge! Shadow Strike! Now upper hand!
We're coming. Fire lay it.
Side slash! Sliding! Splinter!
Thanks.
Now, melee attack! Take this! Side slash! Move in and do some damage!
Fire particle.
Shadow Strike! Sliding! Splinter! Primer! Scream edge!
Yes,
We did it!
let's keep it up.
Oh no, face down, ass up. Not looking good.
They're all dead. You killed them all. In cold blood.
Fortune did not smile upon them today.
Nelson,
You filthy Earth aliens do not belong on this planet.
You seem more fluent than the others. Are you in charge?
I am called Glennar. I command this squad, Earth alien. Now it is time for you to surrender.
Hello, Glennar. I am called Elma, and I command this squad. If this planet is your home, we apologize for intruding. We crash-landed here after our ship was damaged in an attack by unknown adversaries. We were hoping we could negotiate a peaceful settlement in exchange for our friends, but
Peaceful settlement. Your words are wasted. All we can promise Earth aliens is a swift death.
Alma.
right. We tried. Looks like survival of the fittest it is. Fine then. Seeing as you know we come from Earth, I'm guessing there's a good chance we might have a score to settle with you anyway.
don't get it. Why would they be so bent on killing all humans?
Who can say? Whatever the reason, this is dire news. We should let the others know ASAP. Let's call it in and head back to HQ for a full debrief.
Roger that. And here I just started to hope we'd finally escaped all this.
Escape! Yes, escape! Tatsu also want escape! Friends! Friends can't leave Tatsu trapped!
More Xenos? What should we do?
Stay back. What do you think, Rook?
Be bold.
Finally! Dance of freedom! Tatsu thanks you!
Interesting. One of the vegetables is sentient.
Talking potato. I wonder if it tastes different too. I know what we're having for dinner tonight. You don't know it yet, new girl, but I'm a pretty mean cook.
You are mean! Mean and cruel! Tatsu definitely not potato! Tatsu explained this to dumb and smelly Prone when they take Tatsu, but Prone not listen! Prone never listen! Oh, Nopon brew day Prone first set sticky feet on Mira, especially Tatsu. Tatsu witnessed Prone abuse firsthand! At this rate, entire Nopon race in danger! Yes, Nopon are endangered species. So really, friends have social responsibility to protect Tatsu from danger.
What do you think, Elmo? Bake or fry?
Wait a minute. The beings who captured you, big brutes in armor, little pointy ears?
Yes, Prone!
And they're a more recent arrival here, is that right? They're not native to this planet?
Not native, recent! If friends want more details, friends must promise to protect Tatsu. Only then will Tatsu talk.
Right. Elma, you hold him. I'll heal.
Tatsu will talk! Tatsu will talk! Friends not getting no one sense of humor is all!
So if I understand correctly, this is your homeworld. The Nopon people are native to Mira. And then just recently, the Prone show up and quickly hunt you to the edge of extinction. Is that right?
Not just Prone. Prone and their nasty, evil buddies. Lots and lots of them.
Their buddies? You mean other alien races?
Other hungry alien races. They all gang up on Nopon. They do horrible, terrible things to Nopon. Someday, Tatsu will turn tables and eat them for a change.
Show Tatsu you mean him no harm. Stare hungrily at Tatsu. Well, we mean him no harm.
Then you'll help Tatsu? Protect Tatsu? Oh, happy day! It's settled then. In return, Tatsu will accompany friends back to their village.
What do you think? Take him with us?
He seems harmless enough. And he'd be a good source of information on Mira and the Prone. All right. We can debrief him when we report to Commander Vandal. As long as he passes the quarantine scan, we can bring him back to New LA.
Right. Let's get that out of the way. All clear.
Then Tatsu can join friends? Dance of joy! New friends are friendliest friends ever! I know! Tatsu has special thank you gift for friends, for saving Tatsu's life! Tatsu will lend it to friends for free!
Lend? It's not a gift if you don't give it.
Give it away? For always? For free? This would be insulting to friends and to Tatsu. No Nopon merchant worth his salt and pepper could do such a thing. Tatsu is grateful, but Tatsu not insane.
What? It's insane to think if someone saves your life, you might actually show them some real... And he's not even the same.
Friend, do you ever get lost? Tired of bulky maps and flawed memory?
Sure.
There is a better way. Friends, this is your lucky day. Presenting Follow Ball! Follow Ball is #1 ultimate best super secret must-have no-pawn item. If friends get lost out in wild, friends just follow Ball of Light to safety. And now it's yours, for free, to borrow. For now, anyway.
Really? Follow Ball? That's the best name you could come up with for your super special thing?
Meh, meh, meh. What would friend prefer? Fancy name no one understands so friend can feel smart? Now, time for no-pawn dance of generosity.
I don't know. Is that thing really gonna be all that useful? What if it's a trap, or boom, just blows up in our faces?
Ah yes, that reminds Tatsu. If Follow Ball get damaged, Tatsu need to charge friends full price, plus restock fee.
So much for Dance of Generosity.
Presenting Follow Ball. Before using Follow Ball, select mission friend want guidance for. Follow Ball is super convenient, no pawn treasure, but also total junk if no mission is selected. Oh, and Follow Ball sometimes get lost, so try to go easy on Follow Ball. It's pretty smart for most part. Okay, so nothing I need. Already got something better.
Take them on. Start with melee. Move in and keep the rhythm going. I've been saving lives. Slinger. Fire particle. Scream edge. Side blast. Soft hammer. Upper hand. Flying knife. Never step in and do some damage. We got him. Let's move. All right, let's do it.
We should weaken them just to be safe. Fire particle!
Shadow strike.
Blast!
Sliding. Move in and keep the rhythm going. I'm saving you. Move in and do some damage. Side blast. Take this. Side blast. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Oh, tower's tall. do a little bit of fast traveling. It was a long way to get here.
Now then.
Hey.
Ugh.
Damn, losing Nelson's team is a real blow. But the fact we're not the only visitors on this rock is even worse.
They made it clear they want all humans dead. For all we know, they may be related to the forces that destroyed Earth and followed us here.
Wonderful. I'll report this to Secretary Nagi. See if we can't bolster our defenses. Just one last thing. What the bloody hell is this dancing turnip doing here?
He's actually a potato.
Tatsu, not turnip or potato. For last time, Tatsu is not food. Now, on behalf of Planet Mira, Tatsu welcome all Earth people and offer a friendly treaty of friendship.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, we were thinking he could be a good source of general intel about the planet. Exactly how useful that'll be remains to be seen.
Oh, don't you worry about a thing. Friend's totally safe now that Tatsu is in town. Tatsu watch over and protect Friends. Especially weak, pathetic Lindley with her thin, bony wings.
You mean my arms? Look who's talking. And who said anything about you coming with us? You can stay here, you greedy, annoying little cabbage. I'm sure there's a salad here that could use you.
Meh? Tatsu stay here? Friends would leave Tatsu behind?
It's for the best. You said yourself your people are endangered, and the Xenos that captured you might still be out there. You'll be safest here in the city.
Agreed.
Tatsu got a beat. Friends will want Tatsu along. Friends need Tatsu along.
How so?
What? Well, that, of course. This planet have many helpful Nopon that Tatsu can talk to. Other Nopon can share information for Friends.
That might be useful.
That right. Most Nopon not like Tatsu. Nopon can be shy. Nopon can be difficult. Most Nopon never trust Friends, or even talk to Friends. But Tatsu? Nopon love Tatsu. Tatsu use smooth talk and winning personality to get Friends good info.
The tater tot has a point.
Uh-huh. More like an ulterior motive, if you ask me.
Tatsu perish the thought. Tatsu intentions are pure, Lindley. Pure as snow. Lindley intimidated by Tatsu's strength and smarts. But do not worry, Tatsu is true friend.
Strength and smarts, huh? That's really not what I'm worried about here.
All right, then it's settled. Small Fry here will accompany you three out in the field. After all, we can use all the info we can get.
Seriously? We have to babysit this thing?
You're the ones who picked him up. Besides, would you really want to leave him with another team?
Maybe not. Unless we were invited to the meal, I mean.
See? Already getting along like peas and carrots. He can be your charge, Lynn.
Oh, come on, Commander! That's not funny! I've got my hands full out there! This is so unfair. Back me up here, would you, Elma?
I'm sure Elma has no objections.
Right. As you say, Commander.
Done and done. Welcome to Blade, Tater. Counting on you.
Yes, sir! And it's a Tatsu. Oh, one thing Tatsu forgot to mention. Nopon are pacifists, so friends need to defend Tatsu, keep extra super safe in any battle. Tatsu VIP diplomat, after all.
And why am I not surprised? So much for him watching over and protecting us.
Oh, Tatsu.
So, Rook, feel like you're starting to get the hang of things?
Yeah.
Of course you are. You've taken to it like a fish to water, just like Elma and the Commander said you would.
Just the same, let's review the key points, and I can fill in some extra details. Blade's top priority right now is to secure missing pieces of the Lifehold. You remember that much.
Well, actually, you told me.
Countless people are frozen in the Lifehold. It's the key to restoring humanity. Up until we ran into the Prone, our biggest concern was that wild indigents would stumble on the Lifehold and damage it somehow. But now there's a more pressing threat. Intelligent alien races who are intentionally trying to destroy us. So, our search has new urgency. We need to find and retrieve all of the Lifehold ASAP.
And the best way to do that is by expanding the reach of Frontier Nav. The more probes we can install, the wider we can scan, and the faster we can find bits of the Lifehold.
So our primary focus going forward should be to travel around Mira installing data probes. As many as we can, as fast as we can. I can't stress enough how important this is. You still with me?
Yeah, sure.
Good. Then let's move on to the other pressing threat that Blade has to deal with.
My cargo pants?
Hostile indigents.
Oh, right.
There's no real delicate way to put this. Any wildlife that poses a clear threat must be eliminated. The Lifehold is our future, but we can't ignore the present. We still have our duty to keep New LA safe. And sometimes that duty requires enacting coordinated strikes to solve problems before they can do real harm.
We're the newcomers here, it's true. And they're usually just out to defend their territory. But sometimes it really is them or us. And we have to make sure it's us. Don't get me wrong. It's not like we run out there and light up anything that moves.
Well.
Only Blade HQ can choose targets. And they tend to keep them strictly to creatures that pose a significant threat to our survival.
In order to contribute to this cause, operatives are asked to form into squads to take on special missions. These squad missions, as we call them, don't get posted to mission control like your other, more typical assignments. Rather, HQ transmits the details directly to all of us at the same time. Basically, they want as many people to know about them ASAP, so they can be taken care of ASAP.
I'm sure you can imagine that these missions aren't your run-of-the-mill little fetch quests. It's not the kind of stuff just one or two blades can handle on their own. That's why squads can have as many as 32 members.
And it's why we ask members to sign up to a squad beforehand. We can't have blades playing musical chairs whenever this kind of emergency hits us. But just remember, squad missions are not mandatory. You don't have to drop everything you're doing just to take one on. HQ has no way of knowing what every blade is up to when these missions arise. If you're busy with something else, they'll understand. They need to trust our collective judgment with these things, and, well, so far so good.
And I think that about covers the basics, right?
Search for the missing pieces of the life mold. Install data probes to expand Frontier Nav. And take on squad missions when you can to keep us safe. Got all that?
Yeah, sure.
Good. We're counting on you.
And briefing adjourned. Thank God.
All right, well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it?
Yeah, let's call it a night.
Oh, Tatsu's so excited to sleep in real bed. Lily can show Tatsu to his room now.
Oh, your room is right over there.
Oh, it the perfect size for Tatsu. Wait, what? Tatsu know what that is. That refrigerator. We'll go in there to cool off.
I guess you are smarter than you look.
Well, Tatsu's not one to brag, but... wait a minute! Tatsu see what Lily did there?
Advancing story missions. At last, your Blade adventure begins. Main story missions can be undertaken via the Blade barracks, but remember that they come with specific requirements, like level and survey rate. Good luck, Rook. We're counting on you to find the Lifehold Core. Good job on your missions. 2 new features are now available. The first is Blade Reports, which allow Blade operatives to interact and share info. Use this feature to coordinate missions, give advice, and even shower me with affection if you so desire. Scouting Blades. Next up is the Blade Scout feature. This allows a Blade operative from another team to aid you for a limited time. Simply access the Blade Scout console anytime you need an extra hand. Well, now look at that. Now all Blade services are at your disposal. Editing your greetings. Hey, so have you set up your greetings? They're a great tool for introducing yourself to other operatives. You can personalize them by selecting Edit Greetings from the social menu. Try it out sometime. Just remember to be respectful of other players, alright? Classes and skills. Once you hit class rank 10, you might want to think about changing classes. Moving from Drifter to a higher class will allow you to use skills. Oh, and remember, you can change classes anytime, so don't be afraid to try something new. Main menu party classes. Organizing your party. You are a Blade now. That implies great responsibility, but also great freedom. And though some assignments require specific party members, who you take on your travels is generally up to you. Call on Lynn or myself anytime you like. We'll be in the barracks. New characters can join your party. Alright, we're finally at the point where the game kind of opens up and we have a lot more abilities and flexibilities and things to do. So with that in mind, why don't we stop it there for now? This is audap. You've been watching Xenoblade Chronicles X, running on the Wii U. Yes, the original system. Mine still works. and for now, we're still able to authenticate and play our games if you bought them digitally, which I did for this game. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.